Hi everyone, Kylie K back in Kylie's corner in conjunction with your soul wisdom. And I am here with part two with Amanda because let's be honest, I'm holding her hostage at this point because I'm enjoying talking to her so much. Did you see that little orb that just went past my face?
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
didn't see it.
have
I
to
was
look,
looking down.
cutting off my third eye.
Is it?
Right? Okay, so
You got the
if you
fairies
missed
in.
on the first part of the conversation, we're talking about um, external source and internal owning of thy gifts and not handing off your gifts to external source. I'm repeating myself, but I wanted to keep talking, and you had touched on remembering. Now that is after being with you weekly for like years now, right? It's been like 2 years. You always mention remembering and how much of a core value that is for you. So, if you do you feel okay, I know we're going a little bit off script here, but do you feel like you are here to activate people's remembering?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you remember at what point you realized this?
Realize that. So, in that ownership of myself and what it is that I do, I realize that I am very good at putting together the pieces of the puzzle. So, you can tell me something, or you can tell me an experience or something that's happened in a relationship, and I could sort of go backwards through all the layers, even before conception, to understand why that's happened. And then I can bring in all the different components in this lifetime as to why maybe it's played out the way that it's played out and what's happening. And so I could also move and, in a sense, shift into other people's sort of fields as to whether or not why their agreements with you have happened the way in which it's happened. Now, with that in mind, comes the whole aspect of, say, past lives and past and existences and stuff like that. I've always been asking. I've always been asking source about, what is this really all about? What does this mean? And I guess I got to a place whereby, in one of my conversations with God, I got pretty bad because I kind of like said, none of this is making any sense. And I think you guys have heard me say before, when I get back, we're going to have a conversation about this. When I pass over, because none of this is making any sense. That the more and more and more I heard, and don't think I am a trained past life regressionist way back when. I couldn't do it now, but that's, if I was going to do a CV, that would be there.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Ah, ha, ha, yeah.
You know, I just thought you were just the whole package. I didn't realize that you were actually trained in it, but that's good to know.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes. I trained. And so, and so, my thing is that if we're supposed to be learning from
Mm.
what it is we've done before, or experiences and things like that, then tell me why we don't remember. Why is it white? And then you're supposed to figure out, oh, it's this, or it's this past life, or this is why we're together. This is what we're supposed to be working out. And then looking at the odds or the chances of that actually happening, it was starting to blow my mind. And I said, something's not adding up here. Something's not adding up. And then came the understanding for me, the feeling, like I said, that when I ask, I get the answers some way, shape, or form. And that term remembering kept coming up, remembering kept coming up, and remembering who you are. And it's almost as if everywhere you go, you see it, you see it, you see it, and then somebody says something, and you think, hold on a minute, why is this happening over and over and over and over again? What is that about? And then I realized that for many people that wake up, they wake up, but then it's almost as if they fall into this sort of gully whereby it's all about um healing, karma. It's all about karma.
Hmm.
And they could spend the next 600 lifetimes doing that. Nobody seems to realize or think that, hold on a minute, is the fact that I'm getting access to past lives. Yeah, sometimes you go and you do past life things because you want to heal certain things in this lifetime, or there's certain things that you need to clear, or there's things that's still running and things like that. But nobody ever thinks for a moment, hold on a minute. The fact that I can remember these past lives then what is that really all about? It's not just about the fact that, as I've always said, a horse and cart ran over your foot in, it means 1645. And, that's the reason why you've got in this lifetime one leg's longer than the other. And you're trying to figure it out, you know. There is something to do with this whole remembering thing. And the more and more, and sometimes things will grab a hold of me and I don't know why. And I don't fight it. I just say, I'll figure it out. And I just allow it to just percolate,
Hmm.
literally. And so when we started Your Soul Wisdom, and really and truly, I used to just sort of, I knew it was there, but I never really used to talk about it a lot, until only individual people kind of thing.
Hmm.
Once we started we started having our conversations, it clicked. It really, really clicked. I think our collective energy, it clicked. And I just thought to myself, one day I just thought, fudge this for a laugh. This is what it's about. It really
Right.
was. It was in that moment I realized that's what it's about.
Isn't that crazy? How do
Remembering.
you not get jaded or disenchanted with, because like I have worked well beyond that, where I would be like, oh crap, I need to bring in protection every morning. I need to clear my energy every night, and source is ultimately everything. And I need to praise source, or source is going to strike me dead, right? And I used to subscribe to that. And then I was like, you know what? Why, yet again, giving that power to that external source. But I'm like, bitch, I can get up in the morning and I know I'm protected. And I get to a point where at the end of the day, I'm cleared and I didn't do anything, right? And that deliberate, intentional like acts were mute or redundant. And but how like and now I see it from this perspective, right? And the podcast and you ladies have absolutely realigned that, where it is very easy to feel jaded, right? You are in this cycle. Why have we forgotten? But at the end of the day, we are given enough breadcrumbs to keep us interested and keep us chained to these rituals, to these ideologies of we have to burn a fucking bay leaf, right, in order to manifest. But in actual fact, if we are living our life, we do these things without the intention. How do you not become jaded that, like, or pissed off at the fact that you've been lied to?
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
I I do. Oh
And then
yeah, I
how do you
do.
recalibrate back to
I
like,
have
you
my
know what? I'm just here. I'm in my meat skin, my bag of bones,
Do
and I've
you
got to
know what
live
I
this life.
do? I get jaded sometimes. I get sad
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. Um and um and I do. Okay, so yeah, so all of those things. I also will dive in every so often in a little, bay leaf burning. For those who don't know, that's abundance. You're trying to bring in abundance and things like that because
Right.
it's comforting. It's comforting. And
I
where you
see.
put your sort of energy or where you put your intentions, and because it works because there is a collective energy. They may not be all around you, but there's a collective energy of belief in that
Okay.
out there. So that's really what you're tapping into. You're tapping to a collective energy because if it's
So
been thought about, then it exists.
it's not the structure of paganism or Wiccan or whatever that says witchcraft will be the only way to manifest or to break binds, but it's the collective energy is what.
It's a collective
That's
energy that
interesting.
you're
I didn't see
really
it like
tapping
that.
into.
I
Yeah.
just thought of it
And
as it is a comfort, right? Because I will tell people, like people who are kind of like baby woos, and they're like, oh, I have a little something in my house. And I'm like, get salt and just say F off. And they're like, and then I go home, I'm like, oh, the salt thing again, right? But it's a comfort thing and it feels like they're doing something, right?
it feels like you're doing something, but also because it has a meaning, and because you say, like with us, we know that salt is a cutter. That's what we call it, like, or like how the Caribbean
Right.
will call it. And that will cut energy. Salt will do that. So for hundreds of years, thousands of years, for me, I know that that goes all the way back through my heritage. So I know that all of them believe and step into that. Do you know what I mean? So, for instance, My friend, she's Hindu, and she bought me like a little statue of I think it is Ganesh,
Ganesh, yeah.
and beautiful little gift she gave me. And so, but her mum was saying to me that you have to, when you take it home, you've got to put it on an orange cloth. And then my other friend, her sister, said, "No, she doesn't have to, Mum. That is fair base. She doesn't have to put it on no orange cloth. She just goes to me, Mandy, just take it home and just stick it wherever you want to stick it and whatever." And but then her mum would say, "No, she's got to put it on an orange cloth. And every morning when she gets up or she walks past it or as she's leaving the house, you know what I mean? She must just say, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Praise this like Ganesh." And she said, "Stop telling her that, Mum. Stop telling her that. It already carries the energy. It's doing what it needs to do. As long as the statue's there, it's doing what it needs to do. It already contains the energy. So all of this other stuff you're telling her, if she leaves the house and she's halfway down the road and she hasn't done this, what do you think that's going to
She's
do?
gonna do a U-turn and come
Bringing her
home.
back to say, oh, this has happened. Yeah, obviously, because this has happened, or you've had a shit day because, oh, shit, I didn't say
Right.
Ganesh.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Mm. Have you thought that maybe you have a shit day because you're just having a shit day? I know. And I get that because we had a friend buy us a Buddha little thing to put in the garden. And my husband's like, we're not even like, and I'm like, he's
looks good
cute,
though.
okay? And his belly, and it's gonna be fine. And he's like, oh my God, we're not even of this religion. I'm like, I don't care. You now insulted Buddha, so now you got to go and say sorry because he's
Sorry.
going to kill all of our plants in our backyard now. But no, I totally get it,
Yeah,
and it is. I guess we do have to cling to the rituals of things as well to give it the weight. Um, but we did digress a little bit, and I just
we
want to
did
kind of
digress, didn't we? And I don't
that's
know why.
okay, and that's
We came
okay.
back to
We were talking
was
about the
remembrance.
remembering and being jaded about realizing,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, I was
so
saying that's why I do things or I do certain things and stuff like that. But I
right.
do, I have my moments whereby I do feel, like what is it really all about and what is really happening, the state of the world or certain things that I hear and that things are happening. And I often think, what is my role in all of this? The understanding that I came to a couple of years ago was the fact that I'm not here to fix it all. I'm not here to fix it
Mm,
all.
hmm.
I'm here to really understand and hone my job, my purpose, whatever that is. And it's none of my business, really, truly, what everybody else is doing because what you would hope that everybody's doing and playing their part. If I'm focused on your part, then I'm giving no time to my part. And I've always likened it to working in a car warehouse. You're building a car, right? Or you get the job and you're building a car and they want you to build the wing mirror, right? And everybody is off in their sections. But I'm so busy with everybody else's job. I'm thinking, a wing mirror, what's that going to do? A whole car needs to be built. So who's building the car? Where's the car? Is nobody building the car? What's this going to do? And then when they come and ask me for the wing mirror, I'm the one that stood there saying, oh, you want the wing mirror? Is someone building? Oh, well, when are we going to get it, Amanda? Yeah, I'll get to it. I didn't realize that somebody was out there building the car. Do you understand
Right.
what I'm saying? Then I'm the one
Hmm.
that's delaying everything because
Right.
I was too busy trying to build the whole car when I had one job. Do your job. I always say that. Do your job. Do your job to the best of your ability. Do you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
pulling that back into the whole remembrance thing is the fact that I know that that's my job. So when I get jaded or when I get sad, I think about what is my role. I remind myself I'm not here to fix the whole world and to fix everybody. I'm here to do my part. And if my part is to trigger memory so that people can gather their gifts, all
Hmm.
those
Hmm.
breadcrumbs, they can follow the breadcrumbs. If I can show them that journey, show them that pathway, and they do that, then it expands the way for them to do their job. So I am a light bringer supporter in that way. That's
I
what I
love it.
do.
So
Yeah.
you're not coming in and trying to fix them. You're like, I'm just saying, like, if people wanted to have you as their practitioner, you're not coming in saying, well, this is what your gifts are and this is what you should be doing. And you're more like, no, you get to go internal and you get to decide on what your gifts are and what you want to bring. Like, is that how? you help with the remembering of other people? Because there is a
Yeah,
huge, this is
that
missing. This part is missing out in
is
the,
very missing.
it really, and it's like we can go get our numerology done, our tarot done, our astrological charts done. But at the end of the day, that's just it's part of the car, right? But it's all about we have that in buried in, and
We
you
do.
provide that opportunity to kind of hold people, right?
We do. We do. We really, really do. And I think
Mm,
in doing that, if I become excellent at what I do, then what happens is that my energy, my frequency grows. So anybody that steps into that place, we get to a space whereby there's automatic remembrance, there's automatic acknowledging. And
amazing.
sometimes, and that is a way of really falling in love with yourself all over again. That's that moment where you smile to yourself and you say, I get it. I get it.
Hmm.
I get it. Do you know what I mean? I get it. And that's what I'm going to set out to do, you
And what
know?
you're setting out, you've already set out to do it. Like you're already
You've
doing.
already set out to do
Yeah.
it. But that's what, but what I mean by when people can say that to themselves is that they stop focusing on all the things that they don't have, all the things that they're
Mm.
lacking, all the things that make them feel weak. Okay. And they start looking at the things like, oh, I understand. I get it. And I love that. Actually, you know what? I love this about myself, or I like that. And then they begin to ask different questions, different questions. And that's what's important.
I love that. And I think this is a perfect stopping point. And I'm just going to say, if anyone resonates with this, it's because Amanda's vibration is matching yours and you're ready to remember. And if you want
Yeah.
to hang out with Amanda, I will, someone, because let's be honest, that's not my technical forte. We'll put something at the bottom to reach Amanda. But can I just say, what an absolute honor it is to have found you in this lifetime again. Because I know we've been with
Oh,
multiple
Kylie,
lifetimes. It's
you
that Dracula
too.
movie that's out right now, right? Where he's like, I released my wife and I'm going to find her 500 years later and I'm going to know. And it's the ballroom and there's a mask. And oh my God, it's her. That's how I feel with you right now,
Oh,
remembering.
that's beautiful.
All right.
That's beautiful. You too.
Catch more of Amanda and me if you want on the Your Soul Wisdom
Please.
podcast. We've
Your
got the
Soul Wisdom
collective,
podcast.
all of the things. All right.
This is the
Well,
conversation that we're having. Come along.
absolutely. Well, thanks so much, Amanda. I'll let you get back on with your day.
Thank
All
you.
right.
See
Take care,
ya.
everyone.